welcome back to the AB1GK Podcast. This is Season 4, Episode 1, and it's a very special edition because we're filming this in Iceland, Asmir Begovic. Thank you very much for joining me today. Let everybody know, why are we, AB1GK, in Iceland?
Well, Martin, I think we've come a long way as a brand. We're here for one of our first international goalkeeping camps. I mean, especially the one we've done as a team. We've brought all the coaches, brought yourself over, and it's been a massive success so far. I mean, to have 70 plus goalkeepers coming here. It's the first ever goalkeeper camp of its kind here in Iceland. So we've done that. We've been able to show off some products, which has been great. Getting to show the products off to the kids, trying them on, and of course, most importantly, getting about 6 sessions in 2 days for the goalkeepers. So they've had amazing coaching, really good care, really good quality of coaching, and yeah, that's why we're here. So we thought, why not launch season 4 of our podcast? We've done 3 amazing seasons. I mean, you and I have been there the whole way, especially yourself, and I think it's a really good way of doing it. And just to have a bit of a recap of what we've done over the last year since season 3, what we've done as a brand, and talk a bit of football in general. So that's exactly why we're here.
Yeah, delighted to be here for season 4, Asmir. It's been quite the year for you.
You're enjoying it?
I'm loving it. Yeah, it's great to be in Iceland. Actually, it's really nice to be here, and football is actually taken really serious here. And a lot of people, I think we were talking in the car earlier, and people kind of look down on Iceland a bit as a nation, but actually here as a nation, it is really, really well set up. The quality of the kids is unbelievable as well. It's a real mix as well, isn't there, on this goalkeeping camp that you've got here?
Gosh, yeah. I mean, the kids obviously range from really good ages, I think, but the quality's there. I think the appetite for goalkeeping's there. I think we could, if we really wanted more, we could have maybe had 100 kids. But I think for the first time, this is incredible. What a turnout! The facilities, our partner Fram Football Club, the facility is incredible. The way they've looked after us, the people, the hospitality, has been super. And yeah, we wouldn't be able to do it without them. So I think to have them on board has been absolutely brilliant. Facilities are first class, and to come here and experience something else as a team and expand our brand is incredible. And like yourself joining me, it's been a lot of fun.
The academy has massively grown over the last 12 months. There's been a massive emphasis on it within the brand. Let everybody know what have you been doing behind the scenes with the academy, because it's popping up all over the country, but not just in England. It's now in Iceland, America, Canada. It's rapidly growing.
Well, I think we as a brand, I think we've grown a lot. Our actual brand, the goalkeeping product, has only existed for 5 years. By the way, 5 years, unbelievable what we've done. Where has the time gone? But I think the actual academy and camps have gone a couple of years longer. It's kind of what made us start the products. That gave us the inspiration to do the products. So we've grown a lot. Yeah, we've had regular camps in Bosnia. We've had regular camps in the UK. Obviously, this one was big for us in Iceland because I think it's got the potential to really be a massive partner for us in the future. And then I think to do 3 camps in America this summer. We haven't launched one yet at the time of recording, but to do it in New York, to do it in Minnesota, and do it in Houston as well. It's massive growth for us. The demand for goalkeeping is there. So for us as academy, for the brand, we're really passionate about goalkeeping. So of course we want the products, right? We want to do the best quality gloves at the best quality prices. But not only that, we want to do academies where we can have top level coaching weekly, regularly, and then our camps during the holidays throughout the year. I think it just inspires the next level goalkeepers. The appetite's there, the want is there. And again, for us to be the first ever goalkeeper-specific camp in Iceland is incredible. Yeah. Like, I didn't think it was the case, but it really is the case. So, Martin, we're kind of changing things up. The demand for a brand, obviously, what we do is incredible. And, of course, now when I have a little bit of time on my hands during the summer, we can do these things. So the future looks bright. We're going to do a little bit more of it and grow it even more.
You're in the off-season. You're giving up your time to come out to Iceland. How much has it meant to you to get hands-on and coach a bit yourself and get around the kids and inspire these young goalkeepers? It means, I've watched their faces today, it means so much to them to have somebody that's played at the very, very top level here in Iceland coaching these kids. It's invaluable.
It really is, and not every brand gets asked to do this, and we do. So we want to try and execute it. We want to try and provide this service, really, but I have to say, Martin, genuinely above obviously anything else. It's like today I'm standing on the top of the stadium in the stands, and overlooking two full fields of goalkeeping, 75 kids, 12 coaches. Yeah, I mean it's amazing. Almost 100 people doing goalkeeping. That really fulfills my heart. I think it does yours, and it does us as a brand to be able to do that and bring people together, and be able to put a face to it rather than just kind of it's our academy, it's our brand, but actually as the brand owner and the face of the brand, really be able to come here and interact with the kids, interact with the parents and the staff at Fram. So it's been great. It's not a chore. 2-3 days in Iceland with you guys, my close friends, obviously as the brand. My dad's here as one of the coaches. It's really as a family. We are a family in a way. So to do it is really not a chore. It's a lot of fun. We get looked after really well, and I think it's an amazing feeling for us as a brand to be able to do this.
When you come on a 2-day goalkeeping camp with AB1GK and the academy, what is it you look to deliver over the 2 days? What will the goalkeepers experience from your coaches?
Yeah, so first and foremost, like I said, we do the coaching, 6 sessions. You're talking about 6 sessions over 2 days, learning the fundamentals, the skills, the positioning, the hand position, and of course any questions they have. Above all, again, we want to have fun. We want the kids to have fun. They need to have fun. We'll do some games, just make sure they enjoy goalkeeper wars. It's all part of doing camps, absolutely. So I think really it's the total package. The kids, goalkeeping as well. If you have the coaches at this level for such an intimate period of time, and that intimate connection, then you can ask questions. They can pick our brains. We can have that interaction. So I think that's really, really beneficial. And I think overall, again, the massive thing for me is to inspire the next generation. Can we get kids maybe who'd never thought they'd play goal coming here for a couple of days and then playing goal forever over the next few years, give themselves a future, a chance. And then I think there's some talent on show. I mean, goodness me, I think some of the clubs they come here for scouting purposes for these camps as well. Maybe it can open up opportunities for kids. So overall, I think we deliver on many different areas.
But young goalkeepers come from the Faroe Islands to Iceland.
Yeah, Faroe Islands, Norway, just shows again what we can do. And that's why we get the requests that we do. I think we put on a really good event, I guess you can call it, and a really good experience. And for us as a brand, we're going to continue to do it. That'll be in the next few years for us to continue to grow all over the world. I mean, I think the world's our oyster and the opportunities are endless.
Yeah, you spoke about 5 years of the brand. It's a bit, there was another big 5 this year, 500 appearances as well for you, Asmir. It's been an incredible season for you with QPR. Talk to us about the season. It's amazing to make 500 career appearances. You must be so incredibly proud.
Well, if we talk about the season, how long do we have, Martin? We don't want to talk forever, but it delivered in many aspects in terms of what I expected.
46 games you played.
Yeah, so I wanted to play regular football again. Played at a high level. I felt good physically, mentally, wanted to give it a go, and it kind of re-energized me again to continue to push on for the next few years. So I really enjoyed it. The club's a really, really great club with a lot of potential. Obviously, I came into a difficult position where the club finished away the season last year, a lot of change, turmoil in a way. So we were able to put that right in the second half of the season and actually show what we were capable of. I think the level of players that we had, I think the spine of our team, the consistency we were able to build, show that we can actually deliver results. So I think the second half of the season was really positive, and given the fact that if we can keep this group of players together, you never know what can happen. The championship is such a competitive league. It's a great league. And then, as you rightly say, some highlights throughout. 500 appearances is an amazing achievement. Of course it is. I am proud of that. I'm thankful for all my friends, my family.
Up at Ewood Park.
Up at Ewood Park, a great occasion. Won the game, which was the most important thing. So many people that helped me, achieve that sort of a milestone. But I still think there's a few games left and keep pushing this thing. And then, of course, I think one day you'll sit back and think it's all done when it's all said and done and think, it was a pretty cool ride and was able to achieve a lot. But really just focus now and keep pushing and playing as many games as I can and being as successful as I can. 46
games. I want to talk to you about a change of manager and what it's like as a player. You changed manager mid-season. Gareth Ainsworth was in charge. Marty Cifuentes come in. How difficult is it and how uneasy is it for a player when you change manager mid-season like that?
Well, Martin, it's never easy for sure, especially with contrasting styles and the way that maybe the managers wanted to play and what they're expecting of you. So it took us a while to adapt, and I think that's why when we got to probably the halfway point in the second half season, we kicked on, because by the time we were able to really understand the demands of the manager, our daily routines, our weekly routines, everything that goes into that. We showed how good of a team we can be, and obviously he's a top manager. There's no denying that. I think he could do some really great things in the game going in the future going forward. So, yeah, we're lucky to have him and have had him for this season. And I think we managed to change the manager pretty well.
Yeah, the championship's been incredible. You look back on the season just gone, it was so competitive. You've worked in TV, you've played in it, you've lived and breathed it like I have as a football fan of Southampton. I've watched everything, and I've never seen this league so competitive as it was this previous season. What was it like to play in it?
Yeah, I mean, it's the beauty of English football. I think it's one of the most competitive, best leagues in the world. There's no denying it. I think right there, maybe behind top 5 leagues, 6th the best league. I mean, whatever you think total-wise overall. So I think an unbelievable league. The level of football, the clubs, the size of clubs, the fan bases, the atmospheres. Yeah, absolutely amazing. But let me ask you a couple of questions. You're a massive Saints fan, obviously. We talked a lot during the year, didn't we? I mean, what was going on? And you had the whole ups and downs of a championship season, and of course you get to Wembley at the end and you get promoted. How was your impression of the championship and everything that came with it?
Yeah, like to come down with the parachute payment teams that come down with the money they come down with it gives you a massive advantage, and you have to use it to your benefit, don't you? And Southampton did. They kept some good players, and I thought that was really important. But I found it mentally draining as the season went. And once I got to the playoffs, I felt absolutely so tired and so worn out. I can't imagine what it's like as a player to go through it. As a football fan that doesn't put on the shirt, put on the pair of boots and have to go out on the football field, it must be so draining, because it was for me.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, I've experienced the playoffs, and not in a positive way, in a negative way.
It's an incredible way to get promoted, isn't it?
It's the best way to get promoted. Of course, you add another 3 or so weeks onto your season, which is never easy planning for next season. But yeah, if you get to Wembley and you get so many thousands of your fans, you get to be there and do it, then why wouldn't you? But obviously, you look at Leeds on the other side. It's like, oh my gosh, yeah, they probably didn't go up in the worst way.
Yeah,
almost didn't want to maybe.
It's the strangest moment to play, isn't it? Like, we speak about a sliding doors moment. You've got all of a sudden Southampton have an ability to keep all their players, and then Leeds got a moment where you're going to probably have to sell players to balance the books to continue to live as a football club, and players want to play at the highest level, don't they?
Yeah, that's the unfortunate reality. Like we said earlier, it's the best game and the worst game. I mean, there's so much riding on it. Yeah, you get promoted, the joys of it, the moment, the atmosphere of Wembley, and then you look on the other side, the low of it. It's scary. What obviously Leeds players, Leeds fans, staff, everyone's thinking. It's a gut wrenching moment. So yeah, it's tough, and that's the craziness of the championship. But also that's what makes it so appealing, and people love it, watch it. The viewing figures, the new TV deal is taking it to another level. Shows you how much in demand the league is, and it's actually one of the most fun leagues with so many games to play in.
Yeah. When you look back over the season, sort of standout moment for you, standout saves. You've had some really big performances this season. You featured quite a lot on QPR's social media, which says a lot because you're in form, you're making big saves. What stands out when you look back?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that stands out for me is what I prided myself on throughout my whole career. I was able to be consistent, dependable, reliable, play every single game, be that sort of consistent base for the team, especially in goal. So that's the biggest thing for me. That's really what I take pride on. Of course, you need to perform. You need to help the team out when you can in those moments. And yeah, we're able to do that. And as a team, we had some pretty cool moments. When you look at, I guess the highlight being Leeds, the last home game of the season. Everything we went through as a team, as a club, all the ups and downs, the lows, being 8 points from safety, whatever, everything it was, still believing. But I have to say, the level of pride I have for the players and the staff, and for us as a group to stay together. I think when you face that sort of adversity, and hole really to get yourself out of, you can let go of the rope, and maybe rightly so. And a lot of things that went on with the club don't help. But we kept the group of players together. I'm really, really proud of that. Every single one of those players, staff, we kept believing in each other. The fans then came together. We really came together as a club.
Yeah.
And then we were able to have a really magical run in a way. So overall, that's kind of what I'm proud of. Look back on Leeds, as you rightly say.
Fans can play such a big role. You talk about fans there. I noticed that at Southampton this year. You talk about what we did down there. And once the fans all come together, when they really, the players the manager needed the fans to come together in the playoffs, they did. And the lifts it gives a player can be quite incredible, can't it?
Well, listen, I think winning football matches and getting results is difficult, no matter what. If we are together as a club and united as a club pushing the same direction, then we can achieve things. If we're not, we won't. And that's the reality. I know it's easier said than done. Everyone feels emotional. It's an emotional game. Lots that goes into it. But I think being negative doesn't help anyone. So the fact that the fans were positive, we had sellouts, continuous sellouts at Loftus Road. The away backing was unbelievable. Unbelievable. A lot of traveling. So the fact they were there for us helps. And it's not a coincidence that the results and everything that happened as kind of as we came together as a unit. And as you rightly said, Saints, you run towards the end in the playoffs, having that backing of the fans, it's absolutely brilliant. And that's what helps you achieve things.
Yeah, and getting mentality right, so important. You go into big games, if everybody's on it, special things can happen.
Exactly right. So I think we've all been there and done it. And yeah, looking forward to the future. Obviously, you've got an amazing season in the Premier League to look forward to. It's going to be
a lot more defeats.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. There's, the Premier League is an unforgiving beast. Let's make no mistake about it. I think when you look at the quality of teams now, obviously the backing each team will have, the funding, it's as competitive as ever. But you are a big club. You've got a good manager, good players. Now, can you use the market really well? I think last year you used the low market really well. Yeah. So what can you do? Let's wait and see. But it's going to be fun. Looking forward to it. Obviously, a big summer of football.
Huge summer of football. Yeah, you bring it on nicely. The European Championship just around the corner. We're just a week away. At the time of recording, England have just been beaten by Iceland where we are, and a massive tournament for England. We were speaking last night privately on the way to our hotel about our favourites who we think could go all the way. Let everybody know, Asmir, who do you feel are the big teams to look out for in this European Championship?
Yeah, well, I think when we look at the past, it's maybe a team we don't quite expect it's going to get on a run. That usually sort of happens. Of course, you have your main favourites. I think if you look on paper, the top three teams, England, France, Portugal, Germany at home are a massive team to deal with. And then we're not even mentioning the likes of an Italy. We're not mentioning the likes of a Spain. So there's all these countries that are there, always there, going to be thereabouts. And I think when you look at the last two winners, Portugal and Italy, maybe a little bit under the radar, maybe not the glamour. Favorites in both the last two tournaments in France and obviously throughout Europe in 2021. So it could be anyone, but it's a very competitive field.
Any goalkeepers to look out for me personally?
Gosh, yeah. I mean, Neuer's back. Obviously, I think this could be his last tournament potentially. Him likes Toni Kroos coming back for their one last Thomas Müller hurrah, I guess, in Germany. So I know I've gone away from goalkeepers, but Mike Maignan, France, could maybe really take a stamp as maybe the world's best goalkeeper, one of the best. People have seen him play for AC Milan recently. I think he's been magnificent over the last couple of years. Goalkeepers that are somewhat up and coming. Diego Costa, I think at Portugal is his first sort of major tournament. Can he grab that position? Really make it his own? I think that'll be interesting. I think he can do it. I think he's got the potential to do it. And then we'll see obviously what happens from there. But it's going to be some good goalkeeping on show. Ukraine are there. Andrei Lunin, his emergence of Real Madrid this year. Can he take that big step and maybe be one of the best goalkeepers in the tournament? I mean, Jan Sommer's proven in Switzerland. He's been there for so many years. So I'd like to see Lunin. Maybe he can take the step with Ukraine and surprise some people. Angus Gunn gets a chance for Scotland. That'll be a massive thing for him. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. I mean, it's going to be some of the best teams we know, best goalkeepers, and I'm excited to see. But what about you? Who do you think favorites? Anyone you like?
Wow, well, we want to see England do. I want to see England do well. Your ex-teammate in Jordan Pickford. What can his England side do? I think it's a massive tournament for them. Yeah. A huge tournament that everybody's seen is one of the favourites to go on and win it. Whether they can go the whole way, it's going to be a massive ask. I still think Germany, at home in Germany in front of their own fans, it's a massive advantage having your home fans behind you, isn't it?
Of course it is. I think when you look at England as well, just to touch on it, I did some TV work the other day, and I said it feels like it's their time as this generation. I think over the last 3 tournaments. They've taken their tough defeats and taken their lumps. And I think any great team has to go through this process of sometimes handling that disappointment and facing it on. And it's all about how you react. And I think this is massive for England. You look at the spine of the team; it's as good as it can be. So they have a massive chance in front of them. Not much travel, all in one country. It's a massive opportunity.
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity. And before you go, Asmir, it's been a brilliant podcast. So thank you for your time. Looking ahead for AB1GK, our glove brand. What have our fans of the brand got to look forward to in the final part of this year? What's coming?
Yeah,
that's exciting.
Well, I think before we look forward, let's look back a little bit. Right, last year we've released the Uno 3.0. And I think that's been a super.
Gone down a storm, hasn't it?
Well, it's gone down a storm. I think we've obviously redesigned some stuff and just refreshed everything. New look, new design. We look at our Icon, which is our signature glove, and it's the one I wear for matches. It's such a popular glove that we don't actually try and change it too much. We're trying to freshen up a little bit. So it's.
For me, it just keeps getting better.
Just keeps getting better, but we're always product developing, right? So we're always trying to get better. So I think that's been massive. Our Uno 3.0, the Icon, the Light Pro, the Pro Roll, and the Aqua Icon it's gone down a storm, and I think we've got the Icon Fire, so we have to play around with some colors, absolutely.
And we dropped in a special edition for your 500th appearance as
We
well,
did,
in the gold edition. It was a beautiful glove, wasn't it? Probably the best glove we'd ever done as a brand.
I went with a snap, right? The Icon 500. So I think we're doing it. I think we're keeping everyone on their toes in terms of customers, keeping it fresh, keeping the range really fresh. I think probably the biggest change has been a new Adichie range with a Spark coming in.
Which has gone down really well here in Iceland. Everybody in Iceland, they love it. Sleeveless glove.
Sleeveless glove. I think the look, the colors, slim fit. Yeah, whether you like the strap or not, it's your choice. So that's gone on a storm. The Spark's been absolutely brilliant. We had the Nero Lights Fire that's come out, gone again very, very quickly.
2 months.
Yeah, sort of Black Friday holiday season. We've brought obviously our gold Bianco back. That's just such a classic glove. We actually don't want to play around with it too much.
Yeah, Alexander Mayer's a massive fan of that glove.
Alex Meyer loves it. Playing for Dortmund, obviously had a massive Champions League run. So yeah, our range is awesome. Our clothing always very popular. Our base layers, we love it. We've brought back a glove bag and our accessories. So I think, Martin, we're doing some great things. What to look forward to without giving too much away. It's obviously our 50th anniversary. So look out for what we do.
Yeah.
What we do for that.
What we do best.
For what we do best. Again, this 5-year journey has been incredible. We're proud of our team. I think, Martin, you've been there every step of the way. Our coaches, our team, our family. We've grown. We've really taken this brand to another level, and we've learned a lot. Absolutely learned a lot. I don't think we ever knew what we signed up for. But I think the support of our customers and our followers
There's such a demand for it. You come here, there's such a demand for the product.
Means a lot. Makes us want to keep pushing. So look around, 5-year anniversary. So I think look out for that kind of stuff. Look out for our camps, our academies. Yeah, the Adichie range
if you want to be in the loop as well, make sure you join the newsletter as well. Really important. Jump on the website, bottom of the website, sign up, and you'll be first to know about any of the new releases, Asmir.
Absolutely.
Because there's some great stuff coming out this year.
Yeah, thick and fast is coming. Join our website, AB1GK. Listen, we've also, for all our listeners, viewers, everyone now, we're on Spotify for the podcast. We're on YouTube for this, so visually. Amazon. So pretty much anywhere you get podcasts from, go on our website, use code POD30, which will get you 30% of any products as well. So, yeah, man, we've got it all going on. So looking forward to it.
I'll drop everything in the show notes below so everybody can find their way through to the newsletter and all the extra information about the brand.
And follow you, Football Martin. You're taking the world by storm on TikTok, Instagram. Obviously, I'm on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. I need to kind of get on TikTok a bit more as well, so we're going to have a bit of fun on there.
Social media is evolving quite a lot. It's quite a good point to talk about, actually. It's changed so much, the way we're viewing content now. Even since we started the brand 5 years ago, TikTok, we haven't even thought about it.
Yeah, so we're going to do a few more lives. Just get on there. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep having fun. We're going to enjoy season 4 of the pod. Going to get some cool guests on from, obviously, our own brand. other coaches, other ex-players, players. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Asmir, it's been brilliant. It's been a superb start to season 4 of our podcast, and there'll be plenty more coming your way over this season. It's been a pleasure, Asmir.
Pleasure's all mine, Martin. Thank you, and let's keep this thing going.
Thanks, mate. You're next. That was good. That was right, wasn't it?
Beautiful
I
stuff.
need to have a look.